everyone, it's Jai here from Metal Roos, and I've got a very special guest with me today at Knotfest, Kyle from Brand of Sacrifice. How are you today, mate?
Great, thanks for having me.
No, thank you for having me, and thank you for coming down. Got to say, massive fan, you and the wife. We were most looking forward to you today, so what a fantastic set. How are you finding Australia so far?
Oh, it's been amazing. You know, you see it on TV, but it's way better in person, for sure.
A bit hotter than you were expecting coming down?
A little bit, yeah. It's been kind of cold where I'm at, so.
I was going to say, seeing you up there on stage, I think I was sweating for you in that gear. How do you feel? Kind of, I guess it helps you get into the character and get into it. But how hot is it on stage in that stuff?
It's quite hot, but I've done, years of wearing it now, so I'm pretty used to it. I've done hotter than today before, so today was fairly mild as far as summer festivals go, I would say, or compared to some summer festivals, I guess.
I was going to say, we actually saw you at Wacken this year, so it's definitely completely opposite from the mud that was there. How is it like? You're going around the world just playing like all the biggest festivals in every single country. It's a bit surreal. Like, how's this journey kind of been for you?
Oh, it's been amazing. I'm a big fan of the festival environment, and just super thankful to do what I love and take it worldwide. So just happy to be here and very thankful. So.
And look, big things are happening. You've signed with Nuclear Blast. You've got Purge come out. When can we kind of expect maybe some new music?
We'll have a new album this year.
This year?
Yeah. Towards the end of the year, I think so. Yeah.
Have you finished recording it already?
We're working on it right now, actually. So, yeah, we took a little break to come down under, and we're working on the record right now.
What can you tell us about it? Because Purge was such kind of like, it still felt like Brand of Sacrifice, but felt like kind of moved in this almost, I don't know how well you know your video games, but Doom-esque kind of like, I think if they were to write a third Doom game, you could put Brand of Sacrifice on the soundtrack, and I think people would be fairly happy.
I think that's definitely a big influence. It was an influence on Lifeblood as well. So we'll definitely have more of that. We're adding a little bit of hyperpop in there. We're trying some different things, but still going to use the Boss toolkit you know and love, I guess. So, but we're gonna continue to experiment like we did on our EP, but it'll be sort of very cohesive and fleshed out.
I was going to say, because you did do a fair bit of experimentation on that EP, between Death and Dreams in particular, like and Exodus, adding the clean vocals. Was that something you've always wanted to do, or did it just kind of feel right for those songs?
I think it felt right for those songs, and I used to sing in my old band, clean singing, before I kind of moved to the deathcore side of things, and so we just wanted to find a way to make that work if the song called for it. Is it something we do all enjoy? So there'd probably be a lot of songs that don't have that, but if there's some good melody and the hook calls for it, we'll probably utilize that. So,
because I don't think people realize how challenging it is to kind of do clean singing and to do it live, switching between, because you've got such a range as well. Like I don't know, was it ever scary to kind of go out and do that live? You did mention you'd sing before in the previous band, but did you scream in that band as well?
I did, but not the way I do currently. So, it's been a bit of a journey with that, but I think with enough practice and repetition, you get it. So,
for those at home who don't know how to scream, how did you get into that, especially this deathcore style? Because you do all the tunnels, everything. You kind of do a bit of everything. How does one kind of learn that? Do you just practice in the shower, or?
So I started doing kind of metal vocals when I was like 17, and I just kind of listened to bands that I liked and try to emulate them, and I started off doing it wrong, and just started off with once I realized things were hurting, I tried watching the Zen of Screaming classic video series by Melissa Cross, and then kind of experimented by listening to Carnifex and Whitechapel and bands like that, and went from there. And I didn't really do a lot of the crazier stuff I do now until about 2017 or 2018, and that was again just experimentation. So kind of listen to your favorite bands, and there's a lot of great video content. One of my friends, David Benitez, he has a company called Extreme Vocal Institute. That's a great resource that's out there. Tons of free stuff that'll help you get into the right place.
He's amazing. I've actually signed up for that myself, and I've just found one lesson on that. You go, oh, I didn't realize I was doing this wrong, or this is how you do that. I didn't realize how complicated it kind of really is to do some of these sounds, and how much it involves tongue movement at the end of the day as well. He's absolutely fantastic. If you haven't ever checked him out, definitely check him out. But I'm going to step away from the music for a second, because I love that shirt you've got on. Now that might be a bold choice for some. Phantom Menace, Star Wars. Tell me, favorite one.
I'm an Empire Strikes Back fan, but I love this movie because I grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
So it has like a special place in my heart, playing the video games on N64.
Yeah.
You know, so as far as nostalgia and like the connection, emotional connection, I'd probably pick this one.
I'm the exact same, and I think like, the comments in the YouTube video might blow up now, but you got to understand, I also grew up in the 90s, and it is just kind of, it's cool, man. Like Darth Maul, everything about that movie was just
great.
It was just sick. And your shirt as well. I love this shirt, the Darth Vader fighting the Xenomorph. I'll put a picture of that up in the post, but yeah, it's good to kind of see the nerdiest side come out, some of the metal. If you haven't seen Branded Sacrifice live, they come out to a very interesting, famous song from the 90s, the Pokémon theme song. What led you guys to choose that? Because I love it. I absolutely love it.
Almost everybody knows the words to that song, so it's kind of a good way to get people hyped up and then kind of hit them with the opposite and something extremely heavy and brutal. So I thought it'd be a funny kind of dichotomy there. So
it's kind of crazy how that works, because even when I was in Germany, everyone in the crowd knew it in English as well. It's kind of one of those songs, man. It's amazing. I think I saw some Pokemon tattoos. Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
Jolteon is my favorite Pokemon. Yeah.
Well, I guess the hair kind of gives me Jolteon vibes a bit as well. But mate, it's got to be a blast coming through. Now, can we expect you to come back down to Australia on a headline tour someday?
I think so.
Yeah.
I definitely want to come back and give the fans a longer set and show them what I can do at full capacity when my voice is operating how I want it to. So
I was going to say, you kept mentioning on stage that you're having problems with the voice. I couldn't tell. I did notice the death growls were you went favoured the highs a bit more today. So is that what was kind of struggling, doing the kind of false chords?
The travel itself, and then also I was on a medication that kind of dried me out a lot, and I didn't realize it was a side effect. So trying to get that out of my system, and we'll be back to normal. But yeah, so we're just fighting an uphill battle right now. Yeah.
But playing a stage like Knotfest, you got one more. You got Brisbane to come as well. How does it kind of feel to kind of be involved in something like this? Because this is the second one ever in Australia, extremely popular, like everything's amazing, and such a diverse lineup, like every single band is different. Is there anyone here that you're looking forward to checking out if you can?
Definitely looking forward to seeing Disturbed.
Yeah.
I think we all know Down with the Sickness, and they're still a great band live, so I definitely want to see them.
Yeah, I think that's going to be fantastic as well. And I'm going to assume you're a bit of a Lamb of God fan as well, because you did do the vocals for Nick Nocturnal's, I can't even remember what that was called now, but that was great.
Yeah, I definitely am a big fan of Lamb of God. Grew up with them. We played a show with them, a side show, and we're going to do another one in Brisbane as well. So just massive fan of Randy's voice. It's been definitely an inspiration to me, and happy to play with them again. Very excited for that. So.
Well, I'm excited as well. I'm a bit jealous Sydney didn't get that side show. I nearly travelled all the way down there to do it, but I'm glad I got to see you as well, mate. It was a fantastic set, and the people came out too. Second band of the day. You had a big crowd. That was a nasty looking pit too.
Yeah, I was super happy with the response, and sometimes you don't know what to expect when you come to a new country, and it's been way above expectations thus far. So
no, it's good to see. We were just sitting out in the crowd too. I was like, good, because like I said, you were the band I wanted to see most today, and to see everyone out in droves for you as well, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I want to see. I want to see Aussie supporting such unique music, and it is, and it is. You're so different than kind of anyone else on the market. I'm very, very excited to see what happens on this new album.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it out there. I think it's going to be our best yet, and we've got a lot of great minds involved on it, so I'm very, very stoked to get it out there. Do
you have any idea when you might drop the first single off that one? Well, assuming Purge wasn't the first single?
Purge will actually not, I can confirm that will not be on it, so it'll be all new songs. Purge is kind of just a standalone.
Yep.
I would imagine in the summertime. or maybe just before fall, probably.
Cool.
Not 100% sure yet, but that's the plan.
And for Australian fans, because we're just past summer, that's about 3 months from now. So
right.
fingers crossed.
That's right.
Look, great. It's been a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much. Is there anything you wanted to say to the Australian fans before I let you go?
You've been absolutely amazing, way above expectations, and I can't wait to come back and play a longer set for you guys.
Thank you, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure. Cheers, dude.